Human, a word without a definition. Or more accurately, too many. For as long as we have been alive, we have wondered what it is to be human. The first and simplest answer that comes to mind is, of course, biology. Being human is in our genes. We're born with the definition coded in our DNA. But perhaps that's just too simple, too boring. Well then, to go grander, maybe being human is less about chromosomes and more about the dignity that separates us from animals. Maybe it's how civilized we are. But then again, who exactly determines what is civilized? And are they telling the truth? Since not everyone believes that you're more or less human based on which side of the table you place your dessert fork on, perhaps it's about strength instead. Perhaps it's about conquering what animals cannot or will not. Whether it's internal in mental strength or more literal in the strength of our guns. If that sounds too bleak, then it could be that being human means being humane. It's how we use it in a sentence after all. Maybe being human means being human together and lifting each other up to greater heights than any other species by protecting one another and showing the most empathy. But that being said, we've also shown deeper cruelty than any other species could possibly match. Reminding us that the double meaning of being human is to fail and to be flawed. When it comes to a clear-cut definition, however, all of these trains of thought become shrouded in their own steam. So in an effort to pin it down further, Merriam-Webster's 6 criteria of personhood has been used in more recent debates to help decide who qualifies as human. Going through them, the first criteria is consciousness, particularly the capacity to feel pain. The second is reasoning, the ability to solve new and complex problems. Third comes self-motivated activity, which is doing something that's not a result of genetics or the environment. The fourth is the capacity to communicate, whether in language or gestures. Fifth is the presence of self-awareness, either as an individual or part of a race. And finally, sixth is moral agency, which is the ability to decide on actions based on how they measure up to moral principles. Now you can either agree or disagree, or maybe you're undecided. But to get down to it, the actual truth is that none of these are the truth. Mainly because nearly every human who has ever existed has their own opinion on what and who they are, changing from person to person and even year to year as new technology and science adds fuel to an already intensely heated debate. To put it simply, to be human is to shift in what you think you are. To be human is to never be pinned down by words, because we are so much more and so much less than any definition or standard. To be human is to never have the answer and to never stop searching.